So going into the Under-20s World Cup this year, there was a lot of hope for this squad and what they might achieve. Unfortunately, didn't go to plan really. They had a really exciting opening game against Argentina, had a commanding lead at one point, but unfortunately Argentina's power, especially in that second half, was a little bit too much. They clawed themselves back into the game and won at the death. Wales could have actually won at the death too, with a disallowed try for an illegal clean-out. So it was a little bit lucky, and then from there on in it was always going to be hard. France up next, who are an absolute juggernaut, and they just had too much power for them again. Wales competed for the first 40 minutes. The second half, again, just overpowered. Then there was a real tricky game against a good Spain outfit in the third game, and there was plenty of changes from Richard Whiffin's team, but they managed to grind out the victory, which helped them progress into the latter stages. Then, unfortunately, given the results, they drew England, who were a juggernaut in their own right, and again, Wales competed really well in that first half, were in the lead at one point, but the second half, the power came on and actually England run out quite convincing winners, which was a real shame. And then going into the final game, they had to play the hosts Italy, and it was just the same old story. Competitive, but never really looked like trouble in Italy too much, and the home nation sort of come away with a win there. So they finished with one win, the same they finished last year. So it was a little bit disappointing because we were expecting more going in. Unfortunately, it has become a little bit of a characteristic of Richard Whiffin's under-20s that they have fallen off in games in the second half. Think France in the Six Nations, and then England in the World Cup warm-up games, and then again France and England and Argentina. So I'm not sure whether it's tactics, there's not the depth there, they're not doing enough fitness, I'm not sure. But there is an issue they need to definitely address moving forward about, not finishing the game strongly. There were some impressive performers though. Sam Scott showed his quality. The scrum, which was a struggle pretty much throughout the tournament, was so much better when he was at tight head, and he's very busy in the loose. Useful player. I'm looking forward to seeing his career progress. Harry Bedell was the top tackler in the tournament. Captain led from the front as he always does. Excellent workmanlike performance again. And then the two outside halves I was really impressed with, Harry Ford and Harry Wild, sharing the duties quite a lot, but I think their battle for the 10 jersey has pushed them and elevated them both, because there was never any drop off when the other one came on. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they progress now going into regional rugby. I do want to finish on these allegations of sort of antisocial behaviour and stuff. There's a lot of reported stuff, and like I said, it's important to note that it is allegations. But apparently there was a lot of rowdiness, some public urination, knocking over street signs and chairs, apparently running on to a stage in a festival, and then there was also some vandalism, apparently holes in the walls and stuff of their hotel room. Now, my thoughts on it is, you get in a group of young 18 to 20-year-olds, they're all having a drink, boys will be boys. When I was younger, I did some stupid stuff that I'm not proud of now and I would never do. It's something you learn with maturity and age. Where you have to draw the line, though, is vandalism. I mean, you can be rowdy and swearing in your hotel, but when you start putting holes in the wall and stuff, that is just simply not acceptable. What will come of it, I don't know. If there has been criminal damage, then the union need to find out who did it, and they need to actually find them and make them pay for it and not make the union pay for it. And I think that'll be a really strong lesson, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do it again after that. My kind of question is, I understand that these are adults, but they're kind of not. They're 18 to 20-year-old athletes. Why are they not being sort of chaperoned, and why are they not being kept on tabs by the management and the senior coaching team? I don't just let them loose in a town to just drink how much they want, because you are asking for trouble. No matter what it is, it's not really acceptable, and the WRU need to really find out what happened and punish those who were responsible for the issues. And to be honest, it's not really a good look, considering Welsh rugby is the laughing stock of World Rugby at the moment, and this just sort of adds to it. So not a good look. Let's just hope it's been blown out of proportion. And like I say, these are all allegations, so let's just wait and see what comes out. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the next one.